Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Lady B Unstoppable or Lady B. Thank you for checking in. Today I will be cooking and I will be talking, or I'll be telling stories. And I don't know who ever remembers Sunday evening time back home in Jamaica when families would sit down and the grandparents or the parents would tell some stories. I think that's kind of the setting I'm thinking about. So we'll see how this one goes. And then after that, we'll take it from there. But today I'll be cooking some curry chicken. I will be cooking some curry chicken, and while that is cooking, I will be talking as well. So go ahead, share the live as soon as you come in, and we'll take it from there. So once again, this is Lady B, and I will be cooking and I will be talking. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the cooking, and then see what happens. I'm using canola oil today. I want to welcome everyone who is here so far. My iPad is charging, so I don't know what happened, why it wasn't charged. My fault. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit to see what's in the chat. Thank you so much for checking in. Like and share. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, like and share. Well, if you like it, you hit the thumbs up and share it. I do not like using this pot. So here I've already cut up my seasoning, but I'm adding some red peppers to it so that I'll be able to have different colors. This pot is getting darker every day. So I've already seasoned the chicken. It's right here. I may not do all of this. And here's my seasonings as well. I have red pepper, green pepper, thyme. Also have pimento seed, onions, ginger, garlic, and green onions. And I'm using the Jamaican curry powder. It's not the best, but it does the job. So, welcome again. Thank you for coming in. Go ahead and share the live as soon as you get in. There shouldn't be more than an hour or so. But I will start maybe in about 7 to 10 minutes. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say this. It's the first time doing this. So when I'm done, I will be doing a poll to get some feedback as to you know, what are your thoughts? So that will be on my channel. So that's basically it. So tonight I want to see, I'm going to talk about some things which are, I would say stories, but I'm going to try to let them be as funny as possible, and mainly about where you can know a little bit about me. I don't know what I'm going to say yet, but it's mainly about, you know, things that happen, things that might be exciting, might be fun, or, you know, that brings out an emotion, hopefully. So I'm going to wait and get this meal started, and then as soon as I get it started, then I'll see how it goes. So Moodman, I see your name. Big up yourself, Moodman. Blessings to everyone in the chat who has come in so far. um, so while I'm waiting for the oil to heat up, because I'm literally cooking some curry chicken, while I'm waiting for the oil to heat up, let me get up here on this iPad, which seems to be charging now. All right, let's see. So thanks to everybody who's been in here so far. I see Teresa. I also see Natalia, Unstoppable. Miss Thing, I see you. Bless up. Thanks for coming. I said mood man already. Merlin Walters, blessings. Um, yeah, blessings to everybody who's here so far. And as I said, I'm gonna start. I'm waiting for the oil to heat up so I can burn the curry. Now this is a very sensitive thing to cook, and I did a couple of videos on how to cook curry chicken. I have never cooked it live. I did one initially, and I also did one with iOctane. So if you have not checked out those videos as yet, you can go ahead and check them out. I already have two up there. So this is literally the first time I'm cooking curry chicken live. I've never cooked it live before, but I've done videos of it. So I remember there was one of my subscriber or a viewer who told me that they wanted to see me cook curry chicken. So I'm not gonna get my cutting board right now. So when you're doing the curry chicken, you go ahead and you season it up ahead of time, and you can use whatever seasoning you choose to. You know, I have to put in my Jamaican seasoning, and I normally do Mrs. Dash as well. If you don't have that, or you can do any kind of poultry seasoning or anything, any seasoning of your choice, but try to put some seasoning on it. Don't just put salt and pepper. All right, I'm gonna put my oil in. This pot is a little dark, but I'm not even gonna worry about that right now. It's been used a lot. So after you season up your chicken, you kind of let it sit for a while. I let mine sit for, I normally like when it sits overnight, but I let it sit today for about maybe about 2 hours or so. Let me get some gloves. In case I want to put my hand in the chicken, just in case. All right, so after you season up your chicken, one of the best technique is to make the curry burn. Now, in order to make the curry burn, you have to be very careful that you don't let me put this here. You have to be very careful. So it's always best to make the oil hot, and then after the oil gets hot, hi Candice Augustus, after the oil gets hot, then you put in your curry. So I'm waiting for the oil to be hot, then so I can burn the curry. And when we say burn it, we don't mean burn up the pot, but just kind of, you know, put it in the pot in the hot oil, let it burn a little bit. This looks like it's ready, so I'm gonna be putting my curry now. I'm right-handed, so I have to use this hand. Put in the curry. And I did not put any curry on my chicken before I curry it. So if you want some measurement, I would say you put maybe 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons of curry, depending on the amount of chicken you're cooking. I'm cooking about a half of the chicken or so. So, and I like when my chicken is yellow. I'm gonna drop a couple pieces of garlic in there. Normally I let the garlic burn and then I take it back out. I don't know how many people do theirs like that. I let the garlic burn with the curry, then I take it out, but I still add garlic later on because I have more garlic right here. So when the garlic is burning, that will give me an idea that the curry is ready. And that is just my strategy. Other people might have other ways, but that's my strategy. That's my strategy. So when the garlic burn, I will know that the curry is burned and ready. So I'm taking out these garlics right now, and I'm getting ready to put in my chicken. And I'm staying far because I don't want to get splashed or burned. So I'm just gonna start this so then I can focus my attention on what I'm gonna say. I'm trying to make sure the curry or the chicken gets covered with the curry. So I'm just turning them over. Wait, I'm gonna take out the pot cover, man. Sure. And as I said earlier, a lot of times when I'm cooking, I don't cook just for 1 or 2 persons. I cook maybe for 3 or 4 people. So I'm trying to turn over the chicken so that it gets covered in curry. Now I'm gonna get the cover. I'm gonna get the cover and cover the pot. I hate when I can't find the pot cover, you see. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this real quick for now and let it stay there. And because the chicken has water in it, there's really no need to add any extra water just yet because it's gonna spring some water. Okay, so that's basically what's going on with that. So now I wanna go ahead and get into this part of it. As a matter of fact, I am a little bit nervous, so I don't know why, but I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, so go ahead and converse in the chat. Say hey to your fellow viewers and all of that. And And if moderators, if I don't get to shout out somebody, please go ahead and do that for me, because sometimes we don't get to see everybody. So I'm going to turn this down to medium. And let it cook a little bit. All right, so if you keep opening your, it won't spring water. Okay, Alisa Brooks, thank you so much for that. Thank you for that point there. Okay, so basically what I want to do is, after talking to Unstoppable, you gave me this idea. And no, it's really not my idea. It's Unstoppable idea. So I have to big up Unstoppable. Unstoppable, big up yourself. Also, all those who've been supporting me, big up yourself. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Whoever coming after, they're going to have to maybe listen to this again if it's fit to stay up. Okay, so basically I want to go ahead and maybe say some things about, you know, life. And one main thing I have to say is always be persistent in whatever you're doing. Always be persistent. So I'm gonna start from growing up. And for those of you who, and I'm also, for those of you who grew up with their grandmother or their grandparents raised them for, and I'm gonna maybe talk patois. For those of you who grew up with your grandparents and your grandparents raised you to a certain extent, throw up some flames in the chat. We have to give thanks, God rest my grandmother's soul. We have to give thanks for them, because a lot of times they are the ones who instill certain things in us, apart in addition to our parents. So growing up, and I'm not gonna say growing up, I'm gonna start from when I can remember me being me. I remember my mother telling me, and telling me that when I was a baby, I was very, very, very sick. She said I was very sick. I was a sick child. And when I say sick, I mean, I know asthma is in my family and everything. So, and that's why I have to be careful about vivid, because of, you know, the family trait. But growing up, initially, after I was so sick, my mother had a lot of kids, you know. I have six siblings and four, no, not six siblings, six brothers and four sisters. I want me a chat say, but I have six brother and four sisters. So, you know, that's a big household. And in those days, that's where you have the boy room, the girl room, and all of that. But anyway, before all of that, when I was growing, when I was in the not elementary age, kindergarten age, you know, in Jamaica they call it basic school. And if you don't sound like it I get boring, just be respectful. I don't know you're gonna tell, but be respectful. Yeah, me all over the place, but me I get situated, Natalia, because this is the first time. Yes, so growing up, man, I remember my mother on Sunday evening time, we, like she used to bake torta, potato pone, caramel flushy top, and she used to tell me story. But even before that, when I was in basic school, I was living with my grandmother for about 3 or 5 years. So I'm not help me watch it because I don't want my curry burn up. About 3 to 5, 3 to 5. When I was about 6 years old, that's when I literally went to live with my mother as long as I can remember. Bless up Kanaika. So that's at that age, sometimes you can remember a lot of things. My grandmother used to spoil me bad, and God bless her soul. You know, she passed off when I was in college. She used to spoil me bad. Me say, me used to drink out the milk. Me are the only pitney live at the house there, because my grandmother they live a little bit further down, like, and maybe about 20 minutes from the house. So I was the only one. I was the only one living with her, like the only grandchild. Me did have some other cousin who they live in other house, but them did move when me go live there. So after me live there now, me used to two things me used to do. Me used to drink out the milk and me used to eat out the sugar. So when me there are some things I'm not gonna be too specific with some things. I'm from Western Jamaica. So anyway, I know what to be exact. Anyway, me used to drink out the milk and eat out the sugar. I remember one time when me drink out the milk, me say, those ladies, I mean, grandparents at that time spoil you. And when she spat me for drink out the milk, she mix sugar and water, then call it beverage. No lie never in there, she mixes sugar and water and give me for drink. Because if me get one lick, she not give me two. And I saw me grow. If me get one lick, me not get two, because you see when me get the one lick, the way me ball the things that somebody act, you think says like that's the last breath me I got take and me ball loud, and then me start hyperventilate and do all of that. So um yeah, it was a little trick, because say if you're not ball they gonna get more lick. So if you know ball, you gonna get more lick. So when me one from me get one lick, me not get no more. Cause me get the one lick and me start ball. Then she just say alright, and to me she catch her afraid and go mix sugar and water. I don't know what was the what's the word now? What was this strategy? Strategy. What was it? What was this strategy of giving somebody sugar and water for drink when they get beaten, or when they get spanking, or when they get a lick? That was a strategy they were using. But when me start, then when me get my sugar and water or my beverage, me good. And me just top ball and me not get no more lick. But those were some nice days living with my grandmother. And I had bigger brothers there too. And honestly, at one point, my bigger brother used to. I'm like all of my brother them bigger than me. But at one point, when my biggest brother who lived there, he used to fall and walk with me go to this basic school, you know. And when he walk with me go to the basic school, then he come meet me at evening time. And I used to be at that time I can't recall being sick in that time. And what I can remember though, I can remember that there was a lot of red ants at that house. Red ants, the big ants, then we bite, and when they bite, it burn. With living with my grandmother, because it was more like it was like a big plantation, like, because my grandfather, which I've never met him, he was a veteran. He fight in World War Two. World War Two? Where the last World War? He fought in World War Two. Yeah, my grandfather fought in World War Two. He's a veteran. I've never met him, but going to visit the house or living at the house, we saw some of his things that he used to have in some of his equipment and stuff, if you can call it that. So yes, so I lived there. I what else is if you drive fast? I lived there. Okay, thank you. I lived there for until I was in when I was supposed to go to grade one. Now, when I was supposed to go to grade one, that was closer to my mother house, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, them bite hot, and when them bite, they come like them pull up inside flesh. I was closer to my mother house, so at that time, I moved up there to live with my family, right? And it was, as we say, a nuclear family. Yeah, a mother, father, and kids. My father used to go on farm work program and come back initially. So I can remember one time. I can remember what. Close the blinds. I can remember one time, like growing up at that school now, I used to be very, 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 very bright. You know, when they say, oh, this a Pitney are bright. So when I went up there, I was in grade 1. And you know how some of the Jamaican school go, if you're too bright, they make you skip class. So I was in, ooh, this look nice. I was in grade 1. I went to grade 1. Then I went to grade 2. I think I spent maybe a month in grade 1. Then when I went to grade 2, I think I did the whole time in grade 2, and then I skipped grade 3 and got to grade 4. So when I skipped grade 3 and got to grade 4, I was like, as a matter of fact, I forgot to say this. In all of my classes, then me used to come first. Grade 1 and me always come first. Grade 2, no, grade 1 me never stay long in a grade 1. Grade 1, grade 2 me come first. I did have a best friend. Best friend, can I say best friend? Me did have a friend that time. Like one girl, she is like me and she always toe to toe. Right? If me no come first, she come first. Either she come first. And we know in Jamaica those times, the battery are dead. Oops. Give me one charger base now. You know, in Jamaica those times, you normally have, let me charge this phone because I think the battery is about to die. Okay. All right. I need another pair of gloves. So as I was saying, excuse me for that. Excuse that little. I was plugging up my phone. So you know, in Jamaica those times when you lady, it's just circle. When you put, I can't multitask so good enough. When you in Jamaica, when what they do at school, they would normally put you in a class and then, you know, them place you. Yeah, they place you in the class. So you have somebody, if you have 20 people in the class, you have 20 placements, right? You have the who come first, who come second, who come third, who come fourth, who come fifth, and all of that. And then based on that, they say you're bright. Based on that, them say, okay, yeah man, she bright man because she come first. So I had this other student in my class. We used to be, it's either she come first or me come second. Me come first and she come second. You understand? So in first, I did stay long in grade 1. In grade 2, I stayed there and me come first and she come second. In grade 3, me skip grade 3 and go to grade 4. So now I think the concept in those days was, I don't know if y'all know about it, tell me. If you don't know about it, tell me. And please excuse me if I switch back and forth to proper English and patois. So me know say in those days, right? When you skip, if you're in the odd class, it means that you're done. Who know the word there? If you're in the odd class, it means that you are done, right? It means that you're not so bright. But if you're going at the even class, it means you're bright. Anyway, that was how it was in my area, right? So they make you skip the odd class them. So they make you skip grade 3, and then make you skip grade 5, and then we make you skip grade 7. So, and in those days you had common entrance. So what happened was, I skipped grade 3 and me skip grade 3, then we go to grade 4. Grade 4, you know, was okay because me did still bright. And another thing I used to do too, me used to enter enough spelling bee. Me used to always win spelling bee. Is either me come first and me other friend, She named Gail. Nobody know her pan here, so and only if somebody know me personally, we know her. But right now, me not say anybody know me personally yet. But anyway, she come first. She always come first and me come second, right? So me used to do a lot of spelling. Me used to be like me used to enter a lot of spelling bee competition, and me used to spell enough word and me could have spell the word them good. And then like I have a bigger sister, she used to help me spell the words. I mean she used to teach me to spell the words and one of my bigger sister. Right? So yeah man, and they help me practice. And I remember also in that time we used to have a lot of concerts because I used to be very active in the church, and I don't know who grew up in Jamaica where they would have a lot of concerts and everybody people sing, you have like the soul of the day. And when we say concert, I mean school concert, not church. School used to have the concert then. Right? Also, for those who don't know, we used to have, because the system is different, depends on which country you live, but growing up those days, we used to have different houses that have different competitions. Athletics used to be big right there. I think I saw you're saying about getting bus. Athletics, right? So I was not athletic back in the days, right? I was not athletic. I never used to run around and play. When we get recess, I remember one time we get recess, I used to stand up right at the liquor wall because back in those days, those schools never was not secure. They never have, well, you have two different parts of the school. You have top school and you have bottom school. Top school was not secure, bottom school was secure. And, they used to like run in the schoolyard. And I remember one time, I've never run before at that school during a recess. And this particular time, I decided to run. And I'm gonna tell you this was a very sad event for me. I decided to run, and when I start running, I don't know if I wasn't seeing or what was the reason, but I collide, and this is like a really, really, what you call it now, touchy part for me. I don't know if, my mother realized it was really touchy, but I remember I collide. Me and the boy lick up. Boop! And me and the boy lick up, me I telling you, viewers and subscribers, me drop. You understand? Me drop a ground. When me drop a ground, it's like say, me black out. When me drop a ground, me black out. And after me black out now, it's like me feel like them a lift me up and carry me go somewhere. You understand? So when them lift me up, me feel that. And then it's like you have a bottom school and you have a top school. So when they bring me up to the top school, because I think I was in grade 4 at that time, and from bottom school you have first grade, second grade, third grade, and in top school you have fourth grade, 4 to 7 to 9 grade. At that time they had 9 grade in that same school, because used to have a lot of kids going to that school at that time. I mean, I tell us that when me get knocked out in a man, I'm going to go up at the top school. Me no remember nothing. And then that same evening, they were supposed to have a concert. And me supposed to sing. Because me used to sing enough and me used to do enough dub poetry. We used to sing and dub poet at the concert them. And then used to have music and everything. And me I tell her, say, man, when me did it, and, it's like me wake up beside one. Me wake up and because those days are outside toilet. Where you for who no know pit toilet, them the days they are pit toilet. They never used to have flush toilet, them the days there. Right? So when me go now and it's like me wake up At that time they were building a new toilet, like whatever. They were building a new one. There's a restroom, whatever, if you want to call it restroom, but me I call it toilet. And because they were building a new toilet now, what did happen is there was this big hole, right? There was this big hole. And when I wake up, I find myself lie down beside the hole. As a matter of fact, I know me wake up myself, I did one guy. They were having the concert and I don't know where the guy when they go and he wake me up. And when he wake me up, it's like me did knock out and me don't know what then happened, but then said the teacher end up say, and this is the evening me talk, this is not during school time, And what happened about 12 o'clock during school time, because our recess. So after that now, after that 5 o'clock the concert will start. So in at the 5 o'clock the boy find me. So when him find me there, so now, he call me mother because where we live, is like a hill. So the school is up here, so right? And you have to go down and go round. But it's like a valley. So you know what a valley is? A valley is a ditch, like a deep land between two hills. So where we live over there, so we can stay over there and see the school. But it's like way across. And I don't know if I explain it right. But oh my, this look good. So anyway, viewers and subscribers, and big up everybody who just coming in. I'm trying to stay focused because me can multitask so good. So moderators, big up everybody in the chat. In a few minutes, I'll look at it real quick. So anyway, when I wake up, when me wake up, the guy called me mother, and he called me mother and shout cross the hill, and the echo so them can't hear. Because when she called me mother, my mother come for me. And me don't know if my mother come for me or the guy carry me over there, over my house. But when me go over there, me feel sick. And then I did have, but in them the days there, why me freeze? Why me freeze up? I don't understand why me freeze. So anyway, I told myself that, like growing up now that I'm much older, me said to myself, say a concussion me did have, because number one, when my mother, the first thing me do when me go home, my mother give me one one cup of sweet beverage. And anybody know the strategy behind the sweet beverage thing? We say beverage, but me really gone Jamaican now, so me say beverage. So very sweet with just sugar and water, no lime. And when she give me that now, it's like that's supposed to help to a certain extent. And then after that, whenever I go to sleep, I feel nauseous. So I couldn't sleep like right then. And also I could not. Me couldn't sleep and me couldn't go to the concert. Me say something burn me or me never get to go to concert to see, because me normally sing and do like a dub poet or something like that at the concert. But that was basically what I remember in that incident. That was basically what I remember in that incident. But things continue to be like, I used to have these other, and I'm staying, right now I'm still staying in elementary stage. I used to have this other friend, because basically where she lived, like the school that I went to is like a church school, and because it's a church school, you have the pastor live there, and the kids then. But I think their mother had migrated, but I used to go there a lot because she was pretty much one of my best friends in those days. And we used to have a lot of fun because we used to like, they used to have like a loudspeaker, like a megaphone, but it's more than a megaphone. It's something where they connect, and when they connect up to the system, you can stay everywhere. Like you can stay, because it's a hill that place is on, you can't stay there and you can't hear, you know. And what we used to do, we used to go up on it and we used to sing and, you know, just do a lot of stuff. Sing and do the poetry and all of that. And the whole area would hear it, and it was so much fun. So, let me see now. So I talk about growing up with my grandmother, and I also talk about that incident, the collision, and I also talk about that part. Okay, so let me go ahead and check the chicken and put in the other ingredients. So that's a break in intermission. And let me check the chat, see what's going on, because I'm kind of lost in the chat. Okay, so I, Teresa Knowledge Queen. Now, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I see Negrita. Unstoppable Life, big up yourself. Unstoppable Life. Thank you so much. And as I said earlier, when at the end of this, I am going to do a little poll. It's just an idea, and to see, like, you know, what's the feedback with regards to this. First time I'm doing it, Unstoppable gave me the idea, so we will see how it works. I'm gonna go ahead now and put in my seasoning. And for those who, well, I didn't show y'all yet, but this is the seasoning. I'm gonna put onion, scallion, thyme, red pepper, yellow pepper, um, you know, ginger, and all of that. So let's do this. All right, so after I get this in, I need to add a, I'm gonna add a little bit more water. I'm putting everything in here. I'm not, yeah, it's bring a lot of water, but I'm gonna add some more water to it. Okay, so this is my little curry chicken story time. And for those who are just coming, I want to welcome y'all. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm gonna let this, all right, let me put in my time real quick. I don't know why that's so low. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, so I've now put the stuff in the curry chicken, the seasoning and all that. So I'm gonna let it cook down some more. Well, I'm gonna let it cook really. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put this quinoa to cook as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to still in elementary school. And for those who know how the system set up down there, it's kind of different now, but in my days, I used to have where you do the common entrance. So in fourth grade, I was in fourth grade for about 2 or 3 years. And the reason why is because I was very young. So based on how they set up with the common entrance, I think what they did, the older kids, they normally get a chance to do the common entrance that specific year. So I did not do the common entrance the first year I went into fourth grade. When I do the common entrance because I did too young, because I think we did in a fourth grade when me had about 8 or so years old. And after me in a fourth grade, me skipped grade 4. No, not 8. know. 5, 6, 7. I would think I was 7 because me skip grade 1 and then I go a grade 2 and then I go a grade 3. So me I did 7 and then when me now go grade 4, after grade 4 me go a grade 6 because then I make you go a grade 6. As me say, what them do, you skip the odd number them. I don't know if my school was that the only one who did it. But you skip the odd number them and you're going at the even number them if you're bright. So because me did bright, I mean I'm sure me did bright. Um when me skip grade 5, sorry. We're going at grade 6. When we're going at grade 6 the first time, my bigger brother was 2 years older than me did in a grade 6 with me. So me I went in a grade 6. And then so cause that was the age. Them did 2 years above me. The kids that were in a grade 6. Me I did the youngest and then my other friend me tell us say she always me and she always come either first or second. So that the year that me go in a grade 6, I think me come about 5th or 6th. And the reason why I come so far back is because there was an enough like all the kids were in that class. Enough all the kids did in that the class there. And because of that, me never get for something yeah. Me never get for come first. So after them take them common entrance that time and leave, then the year after, me they come first and my friend come second. And then this is the last year now me in a grade 6. My friend come first and me come second. And me pass the two of we pass to go high school the same year. But then she was very smart. She's a nurse now, and so I can remember her real good. She was always like, it was not necessarily a competition, but we always only first and second place. All right. So on the menu, I'm doing curry chicken. What's up, Lady B? Um, Crisco Country Life. It's the first time seeing that name. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much for the support. Jamaica YouTube Reactions, Kizzy Unstoppable, Fine TTB, Kanaika, Wayne Morris. Lisa Lindsay, big up on yourself. All right. And moderator, please heal up the newbies in the chat if you see any. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm trying to stay on task and we can multitask so good enough. So anyway, all right. So after that, while I'm waiting for the pot to simmer down, now this time I pass to go high school, and I don't know if 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 y'all feel it. I don't know what to say because I don't want to bore y'all. So if you're not like, anyway, I'll get the feedback later. So anyway, going to high school, as I said, I was in like a nuclear family situation, but then it reaches the point where it that kind of disintegrates on my way, not on my way, like the first year in high school, let me about 11, all of that nuclear family situation disintegrate. Father go America, no come back, and all of that. So, this time it's just my mother raising everybody. Just my mother and like my bigger brother them who have job. But most of my mother, and for those who I want to say respect and manners and big up to my mother, me love her dearly. Daily. My mother is like in her 80s and me I tell her that she's still strong. She still do everything and all of that. So, we just have to love up her mother and big up her mother and everything. So yes, so she did me I tell her man, me always like me don't know if I told my grandmother did kind of spoil me one way, but like certain things my mother do, me always stay with my mother. Always. My mother initially when me passed to go high school, so when I go take bus for go high school, me still have to take like 3 bus. And a lot of times people see in their life and they don't know where you got through. And then they grudge you and things say you have it like that. You understand? When I go high school, me have to get up like, what time I have to get up? About 5:30, And I have to catch a taxi about 5:45. And it's like the taxi carry me go take a bus and then me take a bus and go school. So it's like I used to have to take three rides. And those days I don't remember who know the what the bus them the name again. The big country bus them man. You have some bus the one of them named the Rubies and one named the Morning Star. I don't know who know them the bus there. Hey Melody, shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming. So anyway, I had two options. And the first option, they would say you can go, you can take the taxis and all of that. And the second option is you can take the bus. Bearing in mind, if you take the big bus, you're going to reach school very late because they have to stop a million times. But if you take a regular bus, like you take like 3 or 4 or so, you even though you have to stop and get additional, take another ride, you reach your school earlier. So, you know, that's how it was. Used to get up early. I was saying, I was saying I always like that with my mother. Anything that happen, like if it's a funeral, me there. Who said they smell the food? Negrita, JY knows strong. He smell the food. Pata cook. All right, so yes, so if it's a funeral, I mean, I used to go with her all the time, and she used to buy stuff and sell stuff. Yes, she was a dressmaker though. She was a dressmaker by profession, and my father was a shoemaker, farm worker, shoemaker slash farm worker. But anyway, she was a dressmaker, and she used to sew like when she not sew, she sell, and she still sell and sew. You know, she used to sew for most people in our count in our neighborhood. And she used to sew with uniform, everything. When me pass to go high school, me not have to worry. Even when I start working, she used to sew me clothes. Figure work. I remember this one time, you know. I remember this one time. She sew when she sew our clothes, you know, it a wear down past we knee. And them said if it's supposed to be like 3 inches below your knee, but me have friends where they wear for them like 2.5, 3 inches above their knee. So when she sew and they wear below my knee, me used to carry one needle and thread at daytime. And you see when me reach school, at the first she hear this if she fit hear this at any point. When me reach school, me go in the bathroom and me hem up me hem up me uniform tail. Me hem it up make it look short. And when me hem it up now, me hem it up and it look short like say I saw it make. And then in the evening, me say me used to do that daily. In the evening now, when me I go home, not really when me I go home, when me reach home, me don't remember how me do it. But me used to, because, okay, so when I reach, me normally have to walk up a hill, like 2 or so hills, before me reach home. So me have time to pull out the thread out of the skirt and stuff. But me used to do that daily. One next thing me used to do, at high school, I used to have two real good friends. I used to visit them like every other weekend. Like me visit one this weekend and visit the next one the other weekend. But when me lose my train of thought. Oh, another thing. Oh my God, I forgot. Anyway, so yes, another thing. Now me did have naturally right through. Naturally right through. Me did have naturally because me a pretty year and everything. So and you know my mother was like the old fashioned mother. She not bore your ears. She not make you cream your hair. She never make you use her straightening comb and straighten out her hair. So what me used to do now, me used to tell my friend them say me ear cream. Because like me used to find a way, me don't know, but me used to find a way if you borrow my mother straightening comb and me used to straighten me hair. And me I tell us that when me straighten me hair, it look like cream hair and it look nice. So this one time now, let me wash my hand. Me said this one time now. Okay, so in the school where I go now, I have to walk for go get right. Like you have a school up here, so and you have to walk go maybe about how long? About 20 minutes at evening time. For go catch a bus to go me go give a in. For catch the bus, this have to catch a bus to go Mobile. Right? So for the school when we go, me have to walk like 20 minutes and me reach you know, catch the bus and all of that. So anyway, my dear child, not my dear child, but viewers and subscribers, that the evening there, one piece of rain. Can you imagine all who know about straighten here and water? Me straighten me here the day and I walk like me hot, you know. And then me come used to walk like me hot, you know. Even though some of my friends I tell me say, oh, me used to walk like me hot. So when me walk and the rain come down, me say when the rain come down, me hair turn back natural instantly. And they never like laugh or so, but one of my friends say, how you say your hair straighten? Me say, I mean, oh, you say I cream your hair cream or whatever. So me, I think me say I the cream when me use are the natural hair cream. That's why I don't know if you tell lie, no, cause when you tell lie one time, you have to use one next lie to cover up the other lie. So anyway, me tell her say the natural hair cream. I think me tell her say a cream of nature me use. And because of that, that's why my ears stay so. And another thing too, as we mentioned, pierced ears. Yeah, my mother, she never want to pierce her ears because she said she not look after no pierced ears. But when okay, another thing too, one thing me forget, oh, how could I forget this? Growing up also like at that age, because me I try to focus on that age in this life. Growing up at that age, me used to have an auntie, and my my auntie, Topaz, I see that coming. My auntie, I used to be at my auntie house a lot, right? Because I think this is kind of a trend with me. First, I used to live with my grandmother. Then I used to live with my auntie because I used to not live fully, but every weekend I used to go visit my auntie because I think they used to have like more stuff than us. So when me say more stuff, me mean they used to have like, let me see. I don't think we were on no TV that a time there. No, I think me at TV when my sister passed, we did get current. But okay, so anyway, me still live with me so rich, so me still live with my auntie, and because me used to live with my auntie now, me still go visit her like every weekend. I'ma come up, me go school every weekend. Me go visit her. So this one time now, me have a cousin. Now she used to move so close. She live in England now. Me have a cousin, and she did ask me mother if she can pierce my ears. So my mother said, no, sir, me not pierce no ears. Cause me not look out for no sore ears. So anyway, my cousin said, all right, she will pierce my ears. And when she pierced my ears, my mother said, pack up and sit now, go over there till it better. But lucky she don't know said that was what I wanted. Cause me didn't love their house, you know. So after over there the whole time, I think it pierced in a summer though. So I always spend summer over there anyway. So, good evening, Lalika and Star Pepper Jamaica YouTube reactions. Topaz, bless up yourself. Blazer, Theodon, bless up yourself. So, anyway, so, you know, that's how that went. So, that was it. I mean, my mother, we never, well, as the mother said, turn woman before time, then I want you to turn woman before time. So, certain things you have to do when you grow up or when you get bigger. So, so yes, I used to hem up my frock tail, my pants tail. I mean, my uniform tail, hem, whatever you call it. Mr. Hem it up, you know, Mr. Hem it up. I make it look like me have on short clothes. Cause my mother never used to make no short clothes to it, pure long clothes. So anyway, after that scenario with the hair and the cream and stuff, you know, me never really cream my hair until when me finish high school and when me I go college, my hair end up cream. You know, I when me go college. So before that now, let me see where I'm at. I did the high school thing and I did Yeah, high school was kind of nice, but there was one tragedy one time. I had a very good math teacher, and I had a very, very good math teacher. I used to love maths at that time, and then something, he was a biker too, and he ended up in a one crash and he passed. And when he passes, that everybody was so sad. And then, I don't know if they had got somebody to replace him, but from that time, I said, me not like maths no more. And I used to, now I'm a good math person, but sometimes some things happen to us or so, and it caused a little piece of tragedy. And from that time, I never I never liked math until when I started going to college. That's when I start liking math. But anyway, um, that's basically that part. So let me check out this food, see what's going on with it. All right, so I'm gonna do a little recap just to get the progression correctly. So first of all, I talk about living with my grandma, then I talk about going to elementary school, and used to call it all age school at time because you have all ages at that school up to ninth grade. But by the time I left, it was up to by the time I left that school, it was maybe up to eighth grade, because then you have those ninth graders started going to secondary school. So somebody put JY. A JY in there I get trouble, so JY I get trouble. But anyway, moderator no handle him even so anyway, so I remember this one time, as I said, my mother she used to tell us a whole lot of stories, man. Let me tell you, man, I used to know all, not all, me not exaggerate. I used to know a lot of Louise Bennett poem and story and all of that. So we used to have story time, and most times she used to tell about her childhood and things where she got through. And that's something knows that my father did, my grandfather did soldier, you know. So this one time, um, she no, me not go. Me not even scratch that. So this one time when we were, me always like used to afraid when me always used to afraid, when me I grew up. And then sometimes you used to come from school so late, and when you come from school late, you have to walk up the hill, like you have to go up the hill, and when you go up the hill now, you have to it was kind of dark sometimes. I used to smell some stuff, you say, some pot of cook. But anyway, I used to, that's how I kind of learned how to sing, I think, because I used to sing a whole lot, like, I don't know if that was relevant, but anyway. So I used to have these friends that I would go visit them on weekends, and weekend me go visit them. Now these are some other friends. Weekend me go visit them, and whenever me no go visit them, whenever me no visit them on weekend, me woulda this is what me da do. Me da stay home. So me used to be active in a youth fellowship as well. Me used to be active in a youth fellowship, and when me every Sunday, this is what me used to do. And me think me mentioned it already. Me used to eat my dinner last. The time me find some me thin, so I don't think me did weigh about 70 pounds. But I used to eat like a lot, and most people that say we not eat, we consume. Me used to eat a lot in my time there. So wait a minute. Me have everything except the potato. Yeah, me used to eat a lot those times. So I remember this one time I used to eat at my first, as soon as church over, me used to go to my friend yard, and I always tell her about it, I always tell her about it because me not really shame to talk. As soon as church over, right, me go home, change my clothes, and go to my friend house. And then now, cause me know like for your mother, for your mother cook dinner. Get up early and cook dinner. My mother no cook dinner till after church. Her mother get up early and cook the meat. And when she cook the meat, then when she go home, she cook the rice. Cause you know, say the rice easy for cook. Rice and peas easy for cook. So me used to go our house after church and eat. You understand? I go to church, I go to house after church because I know say for dinner ready first. So she go and eat, and when me go there and me eat my dinner. And we go no, me go youth fellowship. No, we go and me eat my dinner. And then I'm putting potatoes in the pot, guys, because I didn't remember to cut them up before. So anyway, when me eat our yard, then I go over my auntie. Right? After me eat her yard, I go over my auntie. And my auntie no live that near, but you know how the place set up in our country, we just walk going anywhere and you look far. So I go over my auntie now, me eat dinner again. You understand? And then now, after me left my auntie yard, I go to youth fellowship. So now when I go youth fellowship, you know, then when we go home now, me eat my dinner. So typically me used to eat 3 dinner every Sunday. 3 dinner. If me not eat 3 dinner, me never say three. 3 dinner. If me not eat 3 dinner, me eat two. And then now we used to have, like my mother used to be a pudding, top, potato pudding, cornmeal pudding, flushy top. So when she baked that now, me used to have that for eat as well. Yeah, man. Me used to love my belly when me I grew up. And me used to really, really thin. Me never used to fat. So me don't know where all of the food them used to go. Yeah, man. Me don't know where the food them used to go cause me used to eat. And me tell us something too. You see the two friends that me have? Well, me never go call their name, me never call. Anyway, the two friends me used to have. Oh my gosh. This is one of the reason why I used to love God and yeah too. And if you don't hear me as a matter of fact, me might share this with you know if me keep it up. Me say, me used to go out and yeah because I used to have enough food. You see, when it come on to Christmas, because their family used to work in hotels, right? Their family used to work in hotel, and when them, you know, so them have like, all JY, you know, the hotel working go like, cause you used to work at hotel at Jamaica, I think. Sorry, me don't know if that's true, but anyway, anybody who work at hotel, no, say, excuse me, JY, if me shouldn't say that, but anybody who work at the hotels, no, say, they have nice stuff, but I don't know how they used to do it, but anyway, them used to be able to afford like the turkey and ham and bacon, no, not bacon, but the big stuff, the big things them. You know, them used to have the big expensive stuff where my mother couldn't buy or she never buy because you know when you have one whole heap of kids you they go try to make sure that everything stretch, right? So when we Mister, when we go yard, when we go for them yard, you know, man, oh my gosh. Mister, me used to eat anything me want. And at time they're high school, me, I know, like say, me used to eat anything me want, and me used to love going in yard because I used to have enough food at the yard. So, all who in the chat and never love them belly, me sorry for you know. Let me tell a man, I used to enjoy those days. Me used to enjoy them daily. And like enough Christmas, you think me see me yard Christmas time? Enough Christmas growing up like me I go high school. Me never used to stay in my yard. I even me stay in my yard. Me used to stay in my yard like me used to go and then me come back. I mean, me stay in my yard, you know, but me know me definitely go and feed them yard a part of the holiday because we used to get 3 weeks for Christmas. So, part of the holiday, me go and feed them yard. Because me know say, them I got a food galore. You know? So, yeah man, me used to love eat a lot when I was growing up. And also, going through high school, because after this life, me not go to the high school no more unless me have to. Going up in high school, it was, I used to have to like really, really save my money and, you know, for do certain things I want to do. But there's this time like, as I was saying earlier, if you take if me take the one big bus, then me pay less money. So let's say to go to school, it is, them the days that I used to like $2.50. Then used to say if you drive round Sea Coast, that's what they used to call it, if you drive pan the front. But if you drive pan the back road, would a $1, right? And so that sound like a long time, not true? Yes, a long time. Dog, when I say dog at my age, me I don't know puppy. Anyway, so what me used to do when like maybe Friday evening time, I know so the next day is Saturday, and maybe once or twice in the week, when I want to have extra money to buy more lunch, me that take the bus. Me take the something the bus. What they call them a bus there? Anybody know the name of them bus there? Like that have the Morning Star and the Rubies and the big country bus them. Me just call it country bus them. And at evening time, sometimes me they go on the country bus, me don't want my friend them see me. I ride on the country bus, you know. So, but me still used to go on it because going on that bus, I would save like 2/3 of my bus fare, and then I can use it buy extra food the next day, you know. But I had a pretty good high school years. Let me see if I'm trying to think if anything major happened. Oh, I used to play sports at high school, and I used to sing on the choir. And for those who don't know about going to, what the place that we used to go sing? We used to we used to enter the national competition. I'm gonna call it national competition. We used to enter the national competition, and I used to sing like not solo, you know. Me used to be a part of the choir, cause me did shy. So anyway, I used to do that, and I used to play hockey too. So anybody ever play hockey? Put let me know yes or whatever you play. Yeah, we do pantomime. Yes, we do that. Plus we do where you will have like the group, like the whole school are sing, and then you have like 6 kids singing. Hey Vinette, what's up, girlie? You me tell me whole life story. Yeah, this Vinette, welcome Vinette Williams. Yeah, she know about them stuff that we may talk about because we grew up together. Oh, now that you come on, I forgot to mention something about me and you. Anyway, now that Vinette is up here, I remember this one time, you know, and this me gone back at elementary school, because I never remember this. Alright, so we used, in those days, we have to respect with pastor. Right? So remember this one time, school is over, you know. You know, when we say school is over, we know, say, school finished, but at daytime, when school finished, we used to stay behind and run up and down on the desk there. we used to stay behind and run up and down on the desk there. When we say desk, you mean you jump from desk to desk. Right? So remember this one time, me, Vinette, and our cousin. I know I put the phone on do not disturb, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, that day, you know, rain fall, and we did a run up and down, and Vinette, if you remember type yes in the chat, I may say, viewers and subscribers, most time when that the pastor they see you know he can't beat you now, no parents can't say nothing. Cause if me ever tell my mother nothing, I think at the first she didn't know if she ever hear this. So we are run up and down on the desk, and mommy say, it come like say Vinette, and me not go call your name, I call your name Vinette because you're depend here. It come like say Vinette and her cousin see me, you know. Then see when he come up, you know, why am I freezing? Why am I freezing? This don't make no sense. Me not supposed to freeze. I say Vinette, I say viewers and subscribers, it look like say Vinette, our cousin did see minister, so we call him minister. And me say Vinette, them stop run up and down on the desk, you know, and it look like them a hide, then stop and hide or something like that. And me say when pastor come and he see me pan the desk. He tell me if he come down off of the desk and me say he take off his belt, you see. And he give me must about 4 licking on my hand. Me have to hold out my hand, so I take it lick them. Yes! Vinette, if you remember, make me know. You remember, Vinette, me say me ball and the belt like at you know, and me I tell her say, me not tell me mother nothing because if me did tell my mother anything, me woulda get more lick on top of that. Curry chicken. So me so you remember Vinette, yes, so as since you come in at the chat, man, remember yeah man, my eyes upon the pot, Negrita. Yes, so yeah man, so in those days you could have get beaten, like the pastor could have beat you. And oh my, this look nice. But I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water to it because it is drying out. Just a little bit more. Me I use me good water and I shouldn't use the water then. So anyway, forget to start cook me quinoa. So yes, man. We used to have fun. Stay back when rain fall, run up and down on the desk, them and do all sort of stuff. So anyway, I was saying, like at high school, me used to have this friend which we talk about already. Let me see when we reach now. Oh yes, and we used to go by the house, eat a date, eat anything we want. And I guess that was pretty much it for high school. Anyway, I have one high school scenario for telling you. I missed to do Spanish, right? To connect. You shouldn't be unable to connect. I don't know what's going on because I shouldn't be having internet issues enough. Because all the lights are up and running. Okay, I'm not sure what went wrong because my Wi-Fi is up and running, but what I did, I'm using my phone internet, so I shouldn't have any issues. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a disruption in the area and I'm not aware of it. All right, so I need to charge this. So anyway, let me try this. I need one charger base. All right, so I think we're back. Let me check the pot. All right, so I think this is ready. This is ready. And I will be serving it with some quinoa, which is not yet cooked, but I'm going to be cooking it in a few minutes. I'm going to let y'all look in the pot in another couple minutes. Let it dry down a little bit more. All right, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what went wrong. It might be disruption with the Wi-Fi, and I'm not aware of it. But right now, I'm using my phone internet, so I should not have that issue. I should not have that issue because I don't see where anything on the modem is telling me that I have internet problem. But anyway, it is what it is. So can somebody tell me where was I? Where was I? I mean, what? Let me see if I remember. I don't know if I remember where I was. But anyway, I was talking about my friends in high school. They were really nice. I remember most times when I used to buy this stuff like, I don't know if you know chicken sandwich, where them cut up the chicken and put in the cocoa bread and make chicken sandwich. And I like the one that we have now. So what had happened is I used to do that. I never used to like Me never used to like buy box lunch and stuff like that. I remember one time it was my birthday and the two girls said, we're going to buy you a box lunch, you know, because we never see you buy a box lunch. Yeah. I mean, I tell you, two of them put together, man, and buy me one box lunch. And you see, oh, me love eat, man. Me say, oh, me love eat food. Me say, that was very, very delicious. So, that was, I don't know why this cut off. That was another thing too. You know, growing up, it was kind of fun. Um, my my mother, she did everything she can for help we finish high school. When we finish high school, I'm trying to think of anything else that oh yes, I was also, was I in the cadet force of high school? No, I wasn't in the cadet force of high school. I was in the cadet force of college. But yeah, when I finished high school and went to another school, because when I finished high school, and it's with a lot of us, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do finishing up high school, because I always say I want to be an air hostess. They know, I was in those days. You're not thinking about how much money they make. You just say, oh, then work on the plane and I want to be an air hostess. But what did happen was I went to my friends. They went to UTech. No, my friends went to UTech, but I ended up going to Teachers College. But you know, oh, I forgot one very important part. And after that, then in high school, I don't know if y'all remember. I mentioned something about my sister. I have like six six brothers, four sisters. Now I have three sisters and six brothers. So what happened was, in high school, my youngest sister, we used to have a whole lot of fun. I have two younger sister, right? And two bigger sister. I had two younger sister. So like my two younger sister, they used to be like, they used to act like twins. A lot of people thought they were twins, but they were not twins. You see, whenever me do something at the house, they used to tell upon me. Me used to, when me used to live with my grandmother, me used to drink out the milk, right? And guess what? When me move, go live with my mother, me used to do the same thing. Me used to put the milk on my head and just drink out the milk. You know? So, when me do them something, that me used to eat up my brother them food. When my mother share the fish, I think me taught this already. When my mother share them fish on one side, me used to tear off one side of the fish and eat it and then put back the fish like I want whole fish. And then you used to see me master and them used to tell pa me say, um, whatever, I'm going to call my name, tell pa me say, a lady be do it, a lady be do it. You know? So every every little thing me do. And if they see, they not keep their mouth. They used to tell pa me. And then when they tell pa me now, and me get licked. Me tell them, I always tell us that me never get past two lick from my mother. Cause friend she give me one, anywhere you're there, you go hear me the ball. Me ball loud. And then when me start ball now, me start kind of throw a tantrum. You know some little kids throw a tantrum. So, me throw a tantrum, man. You mad? Me don't want no more lick. Me throw a tantrum, and when me throw a tantrum, she always used to give me sugar and water too. She used to give me sugar and water only when me tantrum look like it I get out of control. But me used to throw a tantrum. I used to throw tantrum, man. I'm also gonna steam some carrot and some broccoli over this side. That's so yeah, I had a sister and a friend I used to have. I would say in those days she was my best friend. You know, when we used to talk like, I mean, I used to go spend time with her and at her house and stuff in the summer. So anyway, when I say at her house, it's in the same neighborhood. My sister took sick. My sister took sick. One of my sister took sick. And she took sick in she took sick. And you know something no you remember that talk about it after. She took sick in her birthday was in May and she took sick liquor before May. And she took sick liquor before May. I think they said she have rheumatic fever. And she took sick little bit before May. And when she took sick, you know, man. When she took sick, it was like we used to feel like take turns on fan her because she's so hot. And we used to take turns because you know enough of we know we used to feel take turns on fan her. And she used to have a lot of pain. I remember this time I go to the hospital, I call my original go look for her. I'm going to look for her, you know, man. What may I tell you? At first, I go look for her, you know. I'm going to look for her, you know. She had tell me, say me to stay with her. And me know, say me couldn't stay with her, you know. And me I tell her, man, me say me just, and right through our sickness, y'all, me cry. Right through our sickness, me cry. Me never tell, me don't think, like my family, we not talk about this, like after. Me talk about it, but me talk about it like to persons and share, you know, but my family, we not really talk about it. Well, true, maybe we talk about it after, but not a lot. I may say, she she was so sick, man, she sick. And one time, you know, so she takes a kid on May. April. May was her birthday, she was sick. June, she was still sick. July, still sick. She used to in and out of the hospital. The doctor them couldn't help her. Never they help. I mean, they were doing their best, I think, under what circumstances they have. She was sick. Um, August, she's sick. September. Now, at time for we go school now, you know. I mean, I go high school. I was in 11th grade getting ready to go to 12. No, I lie. We never have 12th grade. I was in 10th grade getting ready to go 11th grade. And we go school 1 week. And after that, the 1 week there, she passed. And when she passed, me never went there the house. So, because the reason why me never there the house is because me used to like the other house and we used to take turns and fan her and fan her and fan her. And me know remember she always I say, wow, she hot, we take turns with get water with fan her. So but that weekend now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday now me say I was like not really stressed out because those days you know no stress. It's like but no no me can't say I stress. I was so what a word. Maybe me can't just say stress out. Because I used to cry a lot. Me used to cry. Whole time through our sickness, me cry. Me used to just cry. When she cry and she say, you know, she feel pain, me used to they cry. But me never cry make everybody see me, you know. Me used to like go one side and cry. Cause me couldn't help her like nobody couldn't help her. And then the Sunday morning, me can remember vividly, or the Saturday morning, one lady, God rest her soul, she passed. She come, what is, wait a minute, me I miss something in the chat, cause me come like say me not see what they going, but me not really, they look still. But anyway, she passed, and this lady, she come and she call me the morning, and me I tell her, say man, me turn idiot when she come, you know, because he come like say, me can't find my shoes, me can't find this, me can't find that. And I saw me they turn around and look at me and say, where my shoes there? Where me this there? Where me that there? So, you know, them something that shock you, man. And that time I was just maybe 15 years old. Me did in a high school. So anyway, um, have this name from a child. Go about your business, Camila Ever Bless. Okay. Okay, yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah, right. So anyway, what happened was she passed. After she passed, no, yes, I scratched myself. Sorry, excuse me, y'all. After she passed, no, it was really stressful when the rain went the straight in here. It turned like burn leather. Okay. Yeah, man, me know. You're too bad, lady B. Anyway, so yeah, so she passed, and when she passed, it was very stressful. And right after that, me leave and go college, and it's like me did kind of afraid, but God help me through it. God keep us through it and everything. So we have to still give thanks to the Almighty, you know. But let me tell you something. This one night, man, and me I go tell this, when my sister passed, everybody afraid, Everybody afraid. So anyway, say, when you're afraid, you don't want to sleep, because we are the girls' room and the boys' room. We don't want to sleep at the end of the bed, And me say, everybody, like, I just two hours with two sisters, and me say, you know what they do? They run go in the bed before me, and me have to sleep at the end of the bed. Me say me did afraid of pain. Afraid, 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 afraid. Me couldn't wait for the next day come because I was so scared. But anyway, God rest our soul. Me love her. She was very, very sweet. Right now, she'll be maybe 4 years younger than me. But God knows why certain things happen. And we still have to give thanks and praise, because the pain that she was feeling, I know that it was very unbearable. And, you know, God realized that she couldn't bear it no more. So, him just say, okay, but yeah, that's where I'm going to right now. Because, what time is it now? Nine, no, I said 9:30, 6:30, 6:30. Yes, so that's pretty much it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a like maybe. I am pretty sure I put my phone on do not disturb, but for some reason the calls are still coming in. All right, so guys, I'm gonna stop there for now. That's gonna be where I stop for now. And so, my sister passed, we had funeral, and everybody was there to help us out. And they literally built a coffin at the house. They built a coffin at the house. My mother and another lady saw our dress. So anyway, that was yeah, I really appreciate it. And this is not something I talk, but I do. I'm surprised I'm not crying, because most times when I talk about her, I cry. So thank you so much, Trev. Also, I didn't tell you, like, my grandmother who oh, I didn't reach that part yet, because that's college stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that. So yeah, so right after my sister part, and then just reflecting on certain things. Um, like in the church, we used to have a lot of fun. We used to, yes, Vinette, we used to have a lot of crusades, and we used to have all them something them like we used to do have enough dream with me. We in a church, and I remember one time I was somewhere, and she dreams to me, and like vision whatever, and she said she cool and stuff like that, and she cool, and then it happened that, well, it happened that wherever I was, me call my mother, me say, anybody go visit our grave? Cause people, them used to maybe afraid or whatever. But then they ended up, and I think maybe because superstitiously, nobody never used to go visit our grave, so she maybe did feel abandoned. But yeah, things like that happens, and we just it make us stronger. And that's why we have to be sympathetic, because when somebody lose a loved one, it's like, once you're in that situation where you have lost that person before, it's like you literally understand what they're going through. So you know That's basically a part of the storytelling. Now, if you have any suggestions that you want to make, I am going to do um I'm gonna do a what you call it now. I'm gonna do a poll so you can give me your feedback because in everything we're doing, there are times you need feedback because I'm bored nobody and you kind of wanna see what's the status. What's the status? So I'm going to do a poll, and I'm asking if y'all can like check out my channel do and respond to the poll, and then that will give me a better idea, or that will give me another some data. We say some data that will give me some information as to how to proceed moving forward. Um, don't forget to show us your chicken. Okay, thank you so much for that. So now I'm gonna get ready to do the presentation. So don't go anywhere, because I still want that vote as to how much you think me get out of 10. I know because I'm multitasking because I'm cooking and I'm talking. So well, I think yeah, take that into consideration before you decide to give me a score. All right. I can't believe I did not put the broccoli. So I'm gonna steam a few pieces of broccoli and some carrots so I can have my presentation on point. Because the last time somebody told me that I didn't have any carrots in my presentation. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. So in the meantime, I want to say blessings to everyone in the chat, and I'm just gonna call the names that I'm looking at right now. Negrita Unstoppable, Sylvia Linton, thank you so much for your condolences. Kizzy Unstoppable, when the rain wet, the straighten here it smell like burnt feather. Yes, my dear child, may I show off some ear cream. Um, all right, Alison Bruce said we need to taste before you give. Okay, so, okay. Well, I can do that for you so you can look at my face to see the expression, and then you can determine based on my expression. Me not even taste it. I didn't even taste the pot, the chicken. All right, I'm just gonna do a quick thing in the microwave because that stove is gonna take too long. Let me turn off the stove. All right, so Courtney Scott, bless up yourself. Thank you for coming in. I think it will need more curry. You not see it yet. You don't see it yet, Alison Brooks. When you see it, man, actually you don't see it yet, cause the pot red and the curry red. So when you see it on the white plate, then you can make your decision. All right. So I am going to get ready to. I'm gonna get ready to share out the food so you can judge it and see what it look like. I make me know my ratings. You get me? So you get me? Oh my goodness. You get me? I like to say that. I don't know where I get it from, but I just like to say that. Yes, I want to say thank y'all so much for checking in. Go ahead, hit the like button, share. I want to bless up all moderators because I was deep in the discussion, so I was not watching the chat. Blessings to Jamaica YouTube TV. Blessings to Unstoppable Live. Blessings to all the Unstoppable family. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for checking out my um, cooking and for hearing my life story. Hear my life story. That not sound right. Anyway, and thank you for checking in. All right, Natalia, we see you. Big up yourself. Camila, what's for beverage? Um, normally me just normally me just drink water, you know. Unless I'm making a smoothie. Normally me just drink water. Unlike typical Sunday dinner in Jamaica, if it's not if I no carrot juice, let me wipe this off. If I no carrot juice, what you call it now? If I no carrot juice, a soursop juice, and if I no soursop juice, if I no carrot juice or soursop juice or beet or you know, always have some juice on Sundays. But me not fussy, so alright, I am trying to find my serving spoon. This is my serving spoon and my container for I'm gonna do this after. Alright, so it's winding down and I'm gonna go ahead and get the food ready so we can do the grading. We can get the grade. Yes, water is life. Sugar water. Yeah man, Alison broke to me. So get sugar and water when me from my grandmother. God bless our soul. Alright, so let me add a serving spoon. I don't understand. Oh, see it. Alright now. Okay, so let's get this. You know, so me think. Oh, okay, Camila. If you want to do like a quick steam, just give it 3 minutes. Um, passion fruit juice, okay. Yes, Miss. Yes, Trev, you can get some. You can get some. I'm trying to put this. Oh man, I think I don't know why I just give it 3 minutes. So why these mash up so? Me not understand. Me no understand. Alright, so where is the other thing that I had set out to help with my decoration? Okay, I am ready. Let me clean this plate up. Okay, are y'all ready? So this is what the finished product looks like. Over here we have the, what's all this stuff in the background? I don't need all that. Let me clean up the area so I don't have a whole bunch of stuff. I'll put that in the fridge in a minute. I'll put those away in a minute. Okay, so this is what the curry chicken looks like. Over here, you have your curry chicken, some carrots on the top. Some carrots on the top. Let me fix it nicely. And this is the steamed carrots right here, steamed broccoli. That's the quinoa, and that's tomato for garnishing. For garnishing. So if you want me to taste it so you see what it look like, so you see my, I love you fix the plate, thank you. I'm gonna taste a little piece though, see what it tastes like, just a tiny piece. Oh my goodness. This tastes absolutely delicious. This tastes very good. Miss Sarah can't get none. All right. Oh, thank you. So now that you've seen the presentation, I need everyone in the chat. I'm tipping up. I don't know why I'm tipping. I need everyone in the, oh, because I'm seeing at the plate. I need everyone in the chat to give me uh a score. And tell me why you give me that score. If you say, oh, it look like you need more curry, or oh, it look like whatever. So don't just give me a score and say 10. And that's, no, not, I mean, no, 10 is good. Give me the score 10 and but I say nothing else. But if you give me 9, why did I get the 9? Alison Brooks? Oh, wow, me get 20. That means me double good. Thank you, Sharon Williams. Blessings, welcome. All right, what is score? May I look for the score? May I see the score? Okay, Knowledge Queen, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Okay. Multitasking, story time, speech. Thank you so much, Knowledge Queen. I appreciate that. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else want to tell me? Anybody else want to tell me what score to give me? 10 for presentation. Thank you. Who else? Anybody else? Thank you, Wayne. Alumna 9. Why me get 9? Alumina. Now remember saying if me lose points, me need to know so me can step up on that next time. I would have kept the tomato together. Oh, you mean like put all of them on the same side? The reason why I put this over here is because it did kind of look unbalanced. And that side, this side never have nothing there, so that's why I say, alright, let me just put it over here so to balance the thing. You know? But thank you for that comment. Me can't give you a rating, any rating other than me not hit. Not true, Donna Johnson. Okay. Sharon Williamson 10. Thanks, Sharon Williamson. Teresa on point, presentation on point. Thank you very much, guys. All right, so this is where it ends for now. 6 to 12, 120. Okay, definitely at 10. Thank you, Miss Ding. For presentation, tastes sound like 10 plus. Yeah, man, it tastes good for real. It tastes good. Anytime I cook like curry chicken, it really on point. Anybody else want to say something before I log off? And I want to say thank y'all for coming, and thanks to moderators for, hailing up people who come in, the persons who come in the chat. I was multitasking, so it was kind of hard for me to do all three. because maybe the pot would have bun. Unstoppable Live, big up yourself, and Jamaica YouTube TV, big up yourself. Thank you so much for your support, and for everybody else, the Unstoppable family, the JY family, and all the other families. All the other families don't make no sense. And all who support me, thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you go ahead and as soon as yes, Prudence, thank you very much. As soon as I put out that poll, just go ahead and try to respond to it to give me a feedback. And that's something I just came up with. I don't know if it's something that's gonna be effective. You said scroll up for my evaluation. The dinner covers the food groups that we should be eating. It looks delicious and nutritious. Great job. I gave a level 4. Level 4, that's the highest level. But can you give me out of 10? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't think you mean the number 4. Blessings to everyone. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I really appreciate your presence and your company. So I'll see you tomorrow if you are here on Unstoppable Live or on JY or somewhere in a chat. Take care, and I want everybody to have a blessed week. You know, have a blessed week this week and be safe. And if you're going to, oh wow, yeah, this week is Thanksgiving week. Oh yes, I want to say, have a safe week and be safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, wait 6 feet, especially if you're somewhere where you know it's like more public people you don't know. Still try to be safe. Thank you so much, Topaz. I think that's what you meant, you know. But I wanted to see it. Yeah. So just be safe and don't eat too much. What me I say? Don't eat too much. Eat all you want and just make sure you know, stay safe. Wear your mask. Wear www. Wear your mask. Wait. No. Wash your hands. Wear your mask and wait 6 feet. Okay. So remember that www so we can keep ourselves and our family very, very safe. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, everyone, and stay safe and have a great rest of your Sunday. Okay? Oh, what you say, knowledge screen? www.6feet. That's a good one. www.6feet. Yeah, man, that's a very good one. Thanks for NTTB. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for stepping in. I said for stepping in. 113. Okay, so I'm looking at the minutes. 113 minutes. Thank you so much. 10 for presentation. Yeah, I'm going to eat my dinner now because I want to forget cool. I mean, I eat a little bit late, but that's why I go in at 7 o'clock yet. So, yeah. It's dark. It looks so dark outside from about 5:30. But I'm like, oh man, it looks dark. But when we look at it, yeah man, Vinny, you can't get some. When we look at it, it's really not that dark. All right. So thank you so much for coming. Stay safe and have a great and splendid holiday. And remember, if you are on the live and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead, hit the red button that says subscribe. If you read, I'm trying to copy somebody. If it red, it means you're not subscribed. Hit it, make it turn gray, and then you hit that notification bell for all notifications. Right? You will see when I have a, what you call it now. You will see when I have a live, or if I'm doing a premiere, or if it's just a video that I drop. Okay? So I'm also doing some live stream, some silent live stream. When you see those, just go ahead and you can just hit the like and answer the question. You know, make a comment to respond to the question. And you know, I'll respond to the comment. Sorry about that. Yes, so yeah man, thank you so much for coming. Stay safe and thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting Lady B Unstoppable. Big up on yourself.